So this morning, maybe you've been a Christian for a while, and stuff is mounted up in your life where you don't feel so good about your relationship with Him. You don't feel so good about yourself. You don't feel worthy that God could actually use you. You need to be reminded this morning and take whatever is filled up in that little bucket of yours, and you need to bring it up and just pour it out before the throne of grace and say, God, I'm giving it all back to you. Fill me once again with your joy. You need to be set free on that. Maybe you're fighting God. Maybe you're like, I don't believe there's a God. Okay. Sarah, maybe you can help me on this. Was it a cartoonist that said this? You're a moron? The atheist thing? Who was the person that said this? Jeff Allen, yes. The comedian, Jeff Allen. He was talking about belief in God. And the person says, I'm an atheist. I don't believe there's any God. And Jeff Allen, the comedian, said, well, you're a moron. What do you mean I'm a moron? That's offensive. No. If you haven't taken the time to actually read the Bible and read the Quran and read whatever it is, all these other faiths, if you haven't explored every faith there is out there to come to that conclusion, you're either lazy or you're stupid. I like that. I like that. Okay. Maybe you're teetering on this. I don't know about this God thing. Have you checked it out? Here's what I did. I called God out one day. I was a college student. Angry young man. I was watching 60 Minutes. And there was this, I had gone through all this stuff with hypocrisy in the church I was raised in, people not living and saying, I was just fed up with church stuff. Okay, maybe you're fed up with the institution of church, and I have my own time with that myself. But here I am, I'm in this moment, and Harry Reasoner's doing this thing on 60 Minutes. And these kids are wearing these big buttons saying, I found it. And that just stuck right here, and I got angry. And I start cussing God out in the living room. Now, there was my dog, Kidit, was there. My laundry, nobody else. It was Sunday night, my typical 60 Minutes, I'm folding laundry, no one's home. So I'm having this conversation with this God I didn't believe in, saying, look, shut up and get out of my life, or prove beyond existence that you're real. That's it. I've had it. Either you're real or shut up. Okay? Next 6 months, guess what happened? Constantly, people are witnessing to me. Constantly. One person is picking up where the other person left off. Did I mention that none of these people knew each other? I'm getting handed tracts. I read it. I stick it in my back pocket of my jeans. I'm making my summer deliveries at the lumberyard hardware store I'm working for. I go to my next stop. Guess what? Someone starts talking to me about the tract that the last guy gave to me that's now in my back pocket. He does not know that I had this tract in my back pocket, nor does he know the person who gave me this.
Wow.
This is getting like spooky weird. I get someone witnessing to me, and the next person 3 or 4 hours later picks up from that other person left off. None of these people knew each other. I came to this conclusion, hey, maybe there's a God and he's trying to get my attention. And I finally gave in. I said, God, I'm going to church once. Once. And I picked one that I did not know, that no one knew me, that I had made a delivery to. I met the organist. I said, he's a really nice guy. A little weird. He's from Arkansas. Funny accent. I'm one of 400 people in the room. I don't know anybody. Guess what? Visiting guy. I discovered years later it was the only time this guy ever preached. Ever. Gets up and talks about having peace with God. This guy was like talking to me. It was like this whole thing. I felt so set up. It's like, I know you're coming and I'm going to talk to you. Guy gets up afterwards and said, listen, we're going to give an invitation. He gives this invitation. They're singing this song. I still to this day can't stand the song. It creeps me out because it reminds me that I was on this edge of my seat, edge of my seat, edge of my seat. He goes one more time, and that's it for some of you. God says, I'm done with you. I'm like, Okay, I start crying. I lose it. I'm coming forward. All I can say is help. And this old Texan sits down with me with his Bible. It shows me from God's Word how I can have peace with God. And I was changed. It was like scales fell off my eyes. I saw stuff that I had never seen before. You know? Listen. Maybe you're in that same situation where you're fighting God. Been there. I don't highly recommend it because, you know, I'd rather have a gentle friend talk to me about Jesus than God himself involve himself and start moving furniture around. You know, God will move the furniture around in your life sometimes whether you want to or not. I'm not saying settle it today, but I am saying settle it. Seek out a friend. Settle this thing between you and God. Because he loves you. He's got a plan and a purpose that I mentioned today. He's got all this cool stuff he wants to do for you. But take the time, because he's gentle, and settle between you and him. Maybe you're thinking you're full of hot air. Okay. Prove it. Confront God. Tell God, like I did, prove yourself. Trust me, he will. I have no doubt that he will. So do those two things this morning. Maybe you're enjoying the ride and just this confirms stuff that's going on in your life. Enjoy the fact that you have this identity. Enjoy the fact that you have this faith that is designed by God to be driven somewhere. And enjoy the ride. Because he's got a plan and purpose for your life. Next week, we're going to talk about his presence. And the week after that, his power. That's where we're going. Because you see, if you're not fully engaged, you will never engage the world.